Do you feel like having breaks, whether it's summer, winter break, or even a spring break, a few days off, are always a chance to catch up on the huge list of things that you usually don't have time to do because of work or school? Well, if you've seen my videos, then you know that I'm pretty much the same way. And even during the holidays, I kind of have this stress just looming over me about how to make the most of that time, how to be more productive, and just make more of the extra time that I have. If you're like this, then I'm glad you clicked, because what I'm about to tell you is probably not what you expected, but you probably need this as much as I did. Or do. I still kind of do need this. So about the holidays specifically, I go home. I try to go home each year, and what's really cool is about like going through my old materials that sounds so formal, but like journals and stuff like that. And I'm really happy to be nostalgic to see all the memories that I've written down, and so I can see like what I thought at the time, which is super cool. And starting like school and or college and like work, kind of put that on the back burner. And so one of the goals is to journal more. And so that means like just kind of recording my thoughts, because the holidays are a special time of the year, and especially since it's the end of the year, like 2021, it was a pretty exciting year. And so I want to reflect on how this year went, and possibly like how next year can be even better, and how I've grown and all those things. That's a very productive way to spend time, since I think that reflection is a way to make more out of your life. It's pretty therapeutic too for my mind to pour things out on paper, because your mind is as jumbly as mine. Like during the work weeks and school weeks, a million things are running around. So I think it's a way to kind of lessen that load, especially during the holidays, so you can be fully there when you're with your family. And even if it's a chill day, it's going to be useful to, again, journal, because then maybe in a few years back, I'll look at this time and be really thankful to kind of see where my mind was at during these early 20s. A quote I think captures this and what I'm going to discuss more of pretty well. And it's that the holiday season is a perfect time to reflect on our blessings and seek out ways to make life better for those around us. By journaling, I'm going to be practicing more gratitude, and I think just be happier overall. So along the same lines of trying to take advantage of break such that it's more of a break, is I'm going to chill more. Not like actually quotes, I'm actually gonna chill, like force myself to chill more, which means I'm going to like deliberately not do something for a night. And like that's my plan, is to do nothing for certain nights, or like just watch movies with family, and just really try to make it a time that I force myself not to think about ways I can create or like be producing something tangible. Because I think like with the hustle culture nowadays that like I find difficult for me to bring myself away from. It's even tough to, during those times when you're chilling, to get your mind off of that. And so I think I'm gonna really be trying that. Basically, I'll also do some self-care things with my sister, face masks and other things like that. Basically take time to relax and be refreshed for the new year. As I grow older, I'm swinging my chair around a lot. So as we get older, we have less opportunities to be home for an extended amount of time. I think that's really made me more grateful for the time that I have with my parents. And so when I'm home this winter break for the holidays, I'm going to try to spend more time with my parents, spend more time just going on walks with them and cooking with them, not being distracted by my phone or other things. And I'll try to basically just do things with them, just basically relish. I don't know if that's the right word, but be more immersed in the time that I have with them. I've been doing this a lot more, even like with the summer break, like before I started my full-time job, but just reducing the times that we have conflict and stuff, and just being more there, having more talks, because those times are really limited. I want to be fully there and show my parents how much I appreciate the time and effort that they had committed into me, and thank them by committing my time and attention to them. Next, I'll be back in my hometown, and so my high school friends will be there. My goal then is to schedule some events. These mean kind of probably not anything really big, but to basically reach out to them, and I'm going to try and schedule reunions with them, whether it's just going to a brunch or a hike, And I think that'll be really nice because a lot of times it's really rare that all of us or many of us are back in our hometown. And so you really have to be proactive, I believe, about making sure those connections are still strong. And friendships are just so important and nice. And for these friends that I've kept in touch with for all these years, then being in person and doing something together, making another memory is just going to be really valuable. And I'll be happy that I did that. But I'm going to make sure not to stretch myself too thin, spread myself too thin. I don't know how to speak anymore. I'm going to make sure not to spread myself too thin because, again, like I want to accomplish the piece of relaxing and chilling more. So not too many events. I, as a meetup guest, enjoy taking pictures, but this break, that's actually going to be on my list to take more pictures, just encouraging me to maintain this because we're going on a trip, which will be awesome. And I think these memories can be captured so well with a photo and even more so a video. But I think what I'm going to do is kind of do this in a more purposeful way, like targeted way, and such that I'm not taking pictures all the time or like taking away from the moment to capture it. Because like with vlogging, which is actually said to be like the most dangerous video on YouTube because like it takes away from your life and you have pressure to like do things for the vlog, and you're just not living fully because people on a normal basis don't wake up and put their phone up. Essentially what I'm trying to do is make sure that I'm still absorbing the fullness of the moment, which I couldn't do if I was like vlogging everything, taking pictures of absolutely everything. So to be fully in the moment and not just have a good time when I'm reflecting back on it, because I'm no longer in that cool destination, right? So take lots of pictures, capture the moment, but do it in a more effective way. I'm super excited this year about Christmas because for the first time I'm earning like real money, like myself. Okay, I did internships, right? But because I was still in school and my parents support me so much for the education at Caltech, and I didn't feel like ever that I was really spending my own money to give them stuff, if that makes sense. It was more like, I'm just gonna save it for myself to kind of repay for your kindness of like helping me succeed and be more stable in life. Maybe Asian kids, first gen Asian kids can relate more to that. But anyway, I'm really excited to be able to spend the own money that I've made and give real gifts to people. So for my parents, I'm gonna treat them, my sister, Sean, just really excited about the happiness that they'll get. And then like, I think that's the point of like giving, right? Like you're happier when they're happy. And I think that's like a big part of the magic of Christmas. It's not about like the material, but the materialistic aspects of just like, oh, shopping spree, treat yourself. It's about like treating those around you. And even if it's not like a lot of money, like the stuff I'm not making is like the stuff I'm getting is not crazy expensive, but it's the thought that counts and the fact that I can give them like higher quality or more thoughtful gifts this year. And so how I've been productive with that is that I already got most of my gifts ready and like they're all ordered and stuff, and then I'm gonna wrap them and write some thoughtful notes on each of them. The holidays, I always thought of, and like any breaks when I go home, as like a chance to just really indulge, and like the food my mom makes is so good. And so another goal is just to stay healthy during this time, which means treats in moderation, but still make sure to eat them, like don't restrict them so much like I do on a daily basis. And then to stay active, whether it's going on walks or doing events like the reunions with friends in an active way. So like hiking, for example. We won't go skiing this year, unfortunately, no time, but to really still kind of keep the flow of your fitness and stuff, even when it's the holidays. Like you can let down a little, or I don't know, I'm saying you, like I'm gonna try to let down a little, probably a lot because I'm not gonna have time to go to the gym. But the point is to still be in the healthy mindset. And speaking of mindset is also like mental health, which I realized was a big part. And that's kind of how I'm gonna contribute to my health too, by taking those breaks and trying to relax more. Okay, finally, along with taking many pictures, is that I already have a lot of pictures and videos. So I'm going to organize my digital life. This is actually probably one of the most, typically productive things that's on this list, but I think it's really important because when I go back and look at my childhood pictures and videos, it's really awesome, but then it's kind of like a treasure hunt and like finding a piece of treasure whenever I find it versus just knowing like sort of by year or like by event or whatever, like what I can look at and things that my family has done in the past and memories throughout Caltech. But by organizing what I currently have, which is going to take a long time to do that a little bit, like maybe like periodically, then it'll pay off in the end because then that I can look back at it and enjoy it more easily. Nowadays, I think everyone has a lot of digital clutter. Not everyone, but like most people, I would say, because of just how easy it is to snap a picture or to take a screenshot. So I think being pretty deliberate about organizing while taking new pictures and getting new footage too is going to be very helpful. And this last point about organizing is especially important since I'm trying to create more videos. I decided that YouTube is something that I want to pursue, not for like money or other purposes, because like, let's face it, like it's so hard to earn money on YouTube, but because I really like sharing my thoughts. And then as I noticed in the comments, like sharing what I thought might be obvious to other people, or that like I was just dumb and I didn't know, and like, I don't know, other advice, like whether it's about college and productivity. And I like the outlook on things that sounded very intelligent and future concerns, like about the metaverse, the video I was really interested about. I'm happy that this kind of content is helpful to you guys. And it's kind of like, I know that even though you can't talk back immediately, but like literally please just comment. Like I read all my comments, but just by having that sense of a discussion and like connecting with people over the internet in this way, I think it's really fun. And to just share our thoughts and learnings through this way. So this isn't a New Year's resolution video, but what I'm saying is I'm very thankful for a whole 1K, 1,000 of you guys. That's a lot of people. And I'm grateful for all the support. And I'm just gonna continue and try making some good content for you guys. I think it's funny how people are like, thank you for 1K. I was like, thank you for 1K. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but what I'm gonna say is thanks to you 1K, 1,000 people. So thank you to each of you. But thank you for watching. Thanks for all the support. You like this little decoration. And happy holidays. Again, I hope that this video was helpful to you as well. It's truly one of my favorite times of the year, the most magical time of the year. So hope you take care, stay safe, have a great time, and I'll see you in the new year. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.